It's going down. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rechakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of It's Going Down, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Europe's plan to ban Russian coal sends prices higher. Now, this is just going to be a quick heads up to you brothers, let you know what's going on amongst the global market industry concerning one of the resources that a lot of people don't pay attention to, which is coal. Now, I believe that there's a lot of trains out there that actually still run on coal as its initial fuel source to deliver certain goods to particular areas. Now I'm talking about trains that make deliveries to certain factories like Goodyear or plastic or rubber factories, the delivery of oil to certain factories. So, the price of oil going up could be a big deal because then it could cost more money for trains that run on coal as fuel to make these deliveries. The price it could be the prices could be higher just to fund these trains to make these particular deliveries. So it says the price of coal jumped in Europe, the United States, and Asia on Tuesday after the European Union announced restrictions on imports of the fossil fuel from Russia, according to the figures from the leading energy exchanges. The price shot up by 14% to a 3-week high. Data from ICE futures Europe showed doubling since the start of the year. Asian benchmark also rose by 6.4 on the news. The international coal market has already been tight with Asian futures hitting an all-time high in March and coal prices in the United States topping $100 on a ton last week for the first time since 2008. Bloomberg has predicted that the prices will rise further as European consumers step up efforts to find alternatives to Russian supplies. And I don't know how they're going to go about doing that. But if Russia is your main coal supplier, how are you going to find alternatives? I mean, if that's the case, y'all should have been found alternatives a long time ago. The European Commission on Tuesday proposed a 4 billion euro, $4.4 billion ban on coal imports from Russia as part of a wider package of punitive measures on Moscow over the conflict in Ukraine. The proposed sanction would be devastating to European coal imports. Oh, well, there you go. You see, whenever you do something to try to hurt Russia, you're not necessarily hurting Russia, but your allies. And as time passes on, you can start to see why NATO, which is predominantly the European Union, you can see why they are going to turn on the United States. Here it is, you're putting all these sanctions on Russia, you're banning oil and gas imports from Russia, you're banning coal imports from Russia, and all you're really doing is you're really just hurting Europe in the process. And you don't think the Europeans see this? So now Europe has to deal with the devastation of not receiving coal imports from Russia. It says the Fabian Ranajan from Norwegian consultant Rystad Energy has told Bloomberg some coal can be sourced from other markets, but in general, the global coal market is very tight as well. Okay, so I'm not going to read all this. If you brothers want, you can read it for yourself whenever you have some off time. Pretty much the information is there. Actually, with that, I'm going to say Shalom is on to the next one. And Lord's will, your brothers were informed through this spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. With that, I'm going to say Shalom is on to the next one.